What's up? Normally we do this at about 8 a.m. Eastern time. A little bit of technical difficulties, but let's get right into it this morning. So the DAX moving lower here over overnight session or morning for me in South Africa. Um, but yeah, really clean break of this opening range. So I actually managed to get some shorts here, back down to the lows. Very nice underneath the opening range low, as mentioned, as well as the London Open VWAP. So very neat. Yesterday, quite a nice trading day as well, and I actually tweeted about this. Everything across the board on the Edgeful screener, which I'll show you in a minute where to find that. But everything actually across the board, if you go over here, we can see obviously this is pre-market. This will be pre-market, but everything here showing across the board to be showing very weakness across the board. Let's bring this tweet up over here, as you can see, like that. The what's in play over here, literally only Apple and Amazon were trying to hold up yesterday, that opening candle continuation. And this screener just helps me just see what is actually in play. So if you come here, if you hit on the Edgeful screen and you hit the all over here, you get all 12 of these tickers that basically will show me my opening candle continuation or previous day's range and RB all in one place and show me in real time what was happening. And as I mentioned, everything here was red across the board except Apple and Amazon. And I think that just helped me with the short bias too. But DAX moving lower overnight. The NASDAQ and US 500, so ES charts, actually up today, right? So maybe we're going to get a continuation. I don't know. Let's obviously see what happens. But we are sitting at this weekly VWAP at the moment where obviously for me, start of the week, I love using that weekly VWAP to see where who's in control, buyers or sellers. And as you can see, we're at an interesting point right now. The 5-day SMA as well, we're sitting at it, as well as this weekly VWAP. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get into the open. I'm going to pick my spots as usual. For me, I actually had a nice short yesterday. So if I actually bring up my trade here from yesterday, let's go from Tuesday like this. You can see that on my futures accounts, I made $2,600 across my accounts. The DAX longs and then NQ shorts. I actually traded kind of like a failed opening range breakout, if you want to call it that. We didn't take our pre-market highs. And basically, I just thought that, off that level, I've got a good risk reward ratio. I had about a 40-point stop on it on the NQ and back out into that news at the lows. But yeah, very nice sell-off yesterday, I must say. Very nice sell-off, as you can see. I mean, I think from where I actually got out after the news as well, I think we dropped like another 199, 200 points to the lows. So yeah, we have taken our previous day's lows overnight as well from the extended market hours. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do get. Let's go to the ES chart. Yeah, we're looking a little bit more weaker on the ES chart. Trying to take the highs here this morning, now obviously coming low with the DAX. Sometimes US markets tend to follow what the DAX has done overnight. So that will be an interesting one too. But if you are using Edgeful, make sure you do have the screener up. Go on the left-hand section of the end, select all, and it will come up with all 12 of those assets at the Mag 7 stocks, QQQ, SPY, ES, NQ, YM, and RTY. I personally have the opening candle continuation report on my first one, then the orb, then the previous day's range, and then the RB report as well. So I think that's what you should be doing as well, your side. But yeah, from a pre-market perspective, again, I think the shorts were nice. Pre-market levels today, we've got quite a wide range, as mentioned, from the lows to the highs. On ES, we're looking at about 40 points. NASDAQ, we are looking at the moment, let's just switch that over. On the NASDAQ, we are looking from pre-market levels, almost 200 points as well. So things did rally after yesterday's drop-off in the Asian session or London session. I don't tend to trade US markets over in pre-market hours or after hours. I only trade the DAX in the London session, and then in US market hours, I trade the US futures markets. Let's just have a look at the Mag 7 stocks overnight. We are seeing pretty green board across the market there, except Tesla and Nvidia, the only two that are down, which obviously could bring the market lower. But let's just go over earnings. I know last week we had quite big Mag 7 earnings in Meta and Microsoft, if I do believe. This week of earningshub.com, that's what I use for the earnings. Let's see from this perspective. Yeah, nothing really too hectic Mag 7 wise this over here, right? So nothing really to keep an eye out over there. But Yeah, I must say, again, as I said, down the across the board, yeah, pretty green, but not really anything too high or too low that's going to be sparking out. So I'm just going to be staying focused on my levels that I'm looking at, keeping it simple, watching for the open, and then let's see what the open brings and see what the opening range. I love trading the opening range with the session view app on the DAX, as mentioned, and then also on US markets too. So we'll stay focused and see what happens there. But yeah, I'll be live again. I must mention you guys can get a 7-day free trial with the link in my bio here with Edgeful. So I'll put that in the chat there as always. Okay, over here, boom, like this. Edgeful over there, you do get the 7-day free trial, and then I'll be trading live on ASFX TV again. You can hit the link over there, and we'll see you live on stream today. I hope you guys have a solid trading day. Keep it tight, keep it simple, and then we'll check you in the Edgeful Discord rest of the trading day to see how you guys went. Maybe some plays that we can speak about, markups that we can put in here, throw some charts in there. So have a good one, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll see you.